So, do you just love the 1960s, huh? If so, then a house that's got all that 60s charm would be perfect for you. The style of houses will tend to vary in different locations, but there are some common features that were seen in houses of that era. In the 1960s, fashion trends were in full force. Bell-bottoms, lava lamps, and other styles were everywhere. Although those fads have faded away for now, the unique designs of the decade have been revered ever since. Today, a home filled with mid-century modern architecture is highly desired. The indoors are full of windows that can connect to an outdoor view. Natural elements seep in on the walls and relax people mentally along with their eyesight. If you are moving soon or just want to discover what living like it was in the 1960s was like, these well-designed homes are still available today. Luckily, you are in real estate heaven, and we have produced a list of what real estate agents need to understand about 1960s housing trends. Remember that while the first step is completing any of these amazing videos, the second and possibly more important step is taking action even if it's imperfect action. The 1960s were generally seen as a very prosperous time period. Despite the issues that arose during the time, such as US involvement in Vietnam, many large homes were built due to this time period. Architecture is also one of the factors that can vary widely between houses built in different eras. Flat driveways, soundproof flooring, and adobe walls were some of the features that were implemented during this period. Other things that can change over time include construction materials and even architect styles. The living rooms of many 1960s homes were quite spacious, and usually there was ample closet space in the bedrooms. Moreover, these homes usually had a place for social evenings and for hosting entertainment and activities. For example, many homes were built with a swimming pool in the yard. Furthermore, residences built in the 1960s were often well-landscaped around them, and/or a garden was planted on site. In the 1960s, people were pushing boundaries in multiple fields: politics, civil rights, art and music, fashion, and beyond. The same was true in architecture and design, with interior decorators and home builders developing the decade's unique signature style. Nowadays, 60 or so years later, it is still possible to find some of these vintage features while searching for a home or condo. Depending on your personal tastes, some might be good, others might be bad or interesting, but they're all distinctly 60s. In this video, you will find photos to give you a better idea of how homes and yards were constructed in the 1960s. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask them later on when you're done looking at the photos. Here are some 1960s features to look for as you check out different listings. Number 1. Ranch-style homes. Popularized on the West Coast, single-story style ranch homes became a symbol of style in the 1960s. It is characterized by its low roofline and is part of the bungalow architectural design that appeared in popularity from 1900s until 1930. These homes were an evolution of the classic bungalow style during that century. Ranch homes were primarily an open style that was originally built by American families in the suburbs to grow the accelerating suburban lifestyle. This style still remains in popularity, and Americans find it to be their second favorite style, only behind craftsman homes. Cape Cod and split-level Mediterranean-style homes were popular among early Californians. These styles saw screens, attached garages, and low roof lines, among other exterior features. Trulia, a real estate website, asked 2,000 people to name the architectural style they most preferred, with 43% of people identifying themselves as preferring Craftsman. Craftsman is characterized by a large front porch with pillars, among other features. Today, ranch and colonial homes are America's favorite styles according to the study. Number 2. grass cloth wallpaper. Bold colors like orange, taupe, and grass green were popular choices. Wallpaper began as bright and eye-catching choices, just like the colors in general. Paisley and floral designs were popular back then. Grass cloth was an extremely popular textured wallpaper during the 1960s. When Sarah Sane remodels houses in Greenville, South Carolina, with her family's company Sane Homes, was interviewed, she said that grass cloth is starting to make a comeback now too. Grass cloth is a special kind of textured wallpaper made from interwoven natural and synthetic fibers. Sometimes grass fibers, but not always. This wallpaper trend was everywhere. I actually removed some from my childhood home and it was a beast, she says. But I am thrilled that it's back, and this time in a range of colors and patterns. Number 3. Lavish landscape. The 1960s marked a shift in how families interact with their homes. As suburban living became more common, backyard discussions and parties became more important to families looking to enjoy their backyards and make them appealing. Lawn treatments were put into focus, while homeowners started to be treated like status symbols because of the green, lush lawn they could boast about. Lawn care became a priority so households could show off the green grass. Families in the past prioritized spending time outdoors, which led to an emphasis on outdoor living spaces. This shift in thought set the foundation for how we live today, and many of the original outdoor living spaces still exist. Number 4. Real wood panels. Wood was a staple of home design between 1960 and 1969, as evidenced in many designs and home decor by the decade. This is because most homes had cabinets made from oak, cherry, or walnut wood, according to real estate agent Ben Fisher. Today, you can find all manner of furniture that was produced in a time where people were surrounded by wood, if you're lucky. Sane says that the furniture for this era is chef's kiss. If you go to a vintage shop, you will always find a piece made from this era which looks fantastic. Not only was it well made, but it also had gorgeous walnut wood and cherry wood. Moreover, the clean lines of this style are still used today. Paneling wood was a must-have in a home during the 1960s and 1970s eras. The rich color of the wood, paired with the bright and bold palette that were popular at that time, made it synonymous with the decade. Its affordable panels also made for easy installation for homeowners to add a trendy touch without blowing their budget. As a result, its distinctive style is still seen today in many homes built from this time period. Though it hasn't been trendy for years, wood paneling has again become popular with homeowners. Whether it's a bold color or the original finish, wood paneling is very popular. Many homeowners are eager to find homes with these details to create a modern space that blends the old and new. Today, white is typically used to paint the walls, but accent walls are sometimes used to make a room more colorful. Some people deliberately opt to have an entire accent room, so they choose green, blue, or yellow walls off the lounge to create that retro style. The idea of adding color to design is meant to add character and historical value to the room. Number 5. Colorful appliances. Refrigerators and ovens are almost as varied in their designs as rooms. Some sets were brightly colored so as to remain visible even from inside the refrigerator or oven when closed. In the 60s, avocado green and harvest gold appliances were all the rage, says New York City real estate broker Sheila Trichter. Number 6. Mid-century modern. Mid-century modern houses characterized by a flat or vaulted roof, large plate glass windows, open floor plan, and feeling of inside and outside blurred into one are buildings built between the late 1930s to mid-1970s with zenith in the 50s and 60s. This distinctive style has made a big comeback lately with furniture trends inspired by its iconic design aesthetic. Number 7. Shag rugs. Shag carpeting peaked in the 1960s and even had a resurgence during the 1970s. With the hippie movement, shag rugs became associated with this group of people. However, with hardwood flooring being the top choice in 2019, those times are long gone. They are also a thing of the past because 54% of people said they would pay more for a house having hardwood floors in 2014. Meanwhile, manufacturers are expecting to see sales of hardwood flooring grow next year, effectively making mid-century homes incredibly sought after thanks to their uniquely modern and forward-thinking designs. These unique materials, mostly steel and aluminum, are able to be both updated and restored on an as-needed basis without having a negative impact on the original finishes. New homeowners get to enjoy their home's design from the start, and the original construction is not impacted at all. Number 8. Bare bones style. As a result of the war, homes built before World War II had a lot of flourishes, like crown molding and high ceilings. By contrast, homes built in the 1950s after World War II were very basis-focused, especially during that decade. According to real estate agent Kimberly J., home design leaned more toward efficiency. The apartment design of the 1960s had large rooms with low ceilings, adequate baths, simple furnishing stylistically, and was less formal than pre-war. These apartments were efficient in their structure and layout. They tended to have a literal sense of box-center design, low ceilings, and small bathrooms. Number 9. Conversation pits. The sunken living room became very popular in the 1960s and 70s for homes because of its unique architectural element. Homeowners loved having guests over. This unique architectural element was innovative, and many homeowners love it today. One of the new features in recent homes that is still yet to be as popular as it used to be is a conversation pit, which looks chic today, if done right, says real estate agent Stephen Gottlieb. Home building during this period of history allowed for a broad range of unique floor plans and design options. At the same time, other features include concrete driveways, resilient floors, and lath and plaster walls that would make the homes noise-proof. The living rooms of many 1960s homes were quite spacious, and the bedrooms usually had ample closet space. On top of that, the lot of these homes usually provided adequate hospitable spots for social gatherings. Furthermore, many homes were built with a swimming pool in the yard, and many houses built in the 1960s included landscape gardens as part of their design. What are parts of 1960s homes like? Kitchen. In the 60s, kitchens were becoming more focused on entertaining friends and guests. They began to be decorated using bright colors and easy-to-clean laminate countertops. Nowadays, kitchens are more subtle, and stainless steel appliances are extremely popular. One of the time-tested materials that was used in kitchens during the 1960s is Formica. This material made a large number of cabinets and countertops as well as creations throughout this decade. Other types of hardwood were also often used in kitchen cabinet construction as well as in the building of other household items. Additionally, the use of magnetic catches on doors and the use of nylon rollers with ball-bearing drawer glides was an interesting design choice during this time. Styles of kitchen designs that were popular in the 1960s include what is representative of colonial times or what is representative of Venetian, provincial, or Riviera tastes. These historical kitchen designs have been attractive even when combining modern-day conveniences and gadgets. The year 1965 saw the release of appliances such as an electric stove with 4 range burners and a refrigerator as well. Furthermore, a large number of kitchens during this decade also came with hidden soft lighting for each kitchen and were properly insulated. Other types of hardwood were also often used in kitchen cabinet construction, as well as in the building of other household items. Additionally, the use of magnetic catches on doors and the use of nylon rollers with ball-bearing door glides was an interesting design choice during this time. Styles of kitchen designs that were popular in the 1960s can be represented by colonial designs, Venetian styles, provincial designs, or the Rivera styles. These older styles still carried a modern-day appeal even when combined with today's conveniences and gadgets. Family room, living room, and bedroom. Furniture pieces were often present in the homes, and many of them were made from the same quality materials used in kitchens. Electrical outlets or telephone outlets were often present in each room so that people could use household devices such as televisions or telephones. Furthermore, bedrooms, living rooms, and family rooms typically had nylon carpeting on their floors. The homes were designed with many luxury features, such as carefully crafted landscaping and insulation. They were also built for comfort using forced air heating systems common in earlier times. Bathrooms often included showers, baths, and dressing rooms. In the 1950s, couples slept in separate beds, which lasted until the 1960s. This practice came into play when married characters on television were shown sleeping in a bed that was separated by a small table. Americans followed suit, and this practice extended until the 1970s for some couples. Bedrooms have become seen as a private getaway for couples today, instead of public spaces. Beds are typically queen size or bigger. Baby boomers used new homes in suburbs with a big living area, spacious bedrooms, and floor-to-ceiling windows to continue their trend of larger and larger families. As baby boomers outgrew their initial houses they built, they began to build bigger houses within the same neighborhoods. The sectional sofa has a long history in the United States that dates back to the Civil War. It was not until the 1940s that the sectional really became popular. However, in the 1960s, it was common for almost every home in America to have this type of couch. While sectionals are still an option today, people tend to opt for smaller couches like love seats, which typically only fit 2 people on a couch and have become increasingly popular in recent years. Swoon, an online retailer, told The Guardian that love seat sales are up 4,500%. And that's it for this video, Real Estate Heaven fan. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we have delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person as token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on a mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you will start to see results. See you soon.